Hear the cry of the broken-hearted woman, walking barefoot through the valley of pain. No food upon the table, no shelter from the rain. But Jah was listening all the while. Hear me now. Some trust in riches, some trust in Babylon's system. But I went down on my knees in the wilderness, and the Most High answered me with fire. Will and come again. He answered prayers in the wilderness when tears were falling from my eyes. Just sent a river through the desert place and turned my darkness into light. He answered prayers in the wilderness when no one heard my desperate cry. The King of Zion touched my weary soul and lifted me so high. Late one night with the moon shining cold, I was hungry and tired with nowhere to go. Children crying softly in the dead of night, Mama praying to Jah till the morning light. Neighbors laughing, saying faith is dead, but I still remember every word Mama said. Child, hold firm though the storm may rise. Jah never fail and Jah never lies. So I walk through valleys filled with pain, through heartbreak, sorrow and pouring rain. Still I carry the fire deep in my chest, believing the righteous shall be blessed. And when the road got rough and my feet gave way, I heard a still small voice say, do not fear. Hey, hey. He answered prayers in the wilderness when tears were falling from my eyes. Just sent a river through the desert place and turned my darkness into light. He answered prayers in the wilderness when no one heard my desperate cry. The King of Zion touched my weary soul and lifted me so high. Babylon, city full of greed and lies, young youths dying while a preacher hides, broken dreams on the ghetto streets. Still Jah music make the people free. I saw this morning in the pouring rain, saw innocent blood bring the people shame. But through the fire Jah called my name, said daughter rise and sing again. So I carried my cross through the raging storm with this old guitar and my spirit warm. Even when the world turned its back on me, Jah opened prison doors and set me free. Oh Jah, you heard me when I was broken. You heard me when my soul was bleeding. You heard me when the world forgot my name. And in the middle of the wilderness, you prepared a table before me. For them now he answered prayers in the wilderness when my hope was almost gone. He wrapped his arms around my soul and gave me strength to carry on. He answered prayers in the wilderness when the night was cold and long. Now every tear become a testimony and every pain become a song. Now I sing for the lost and weak, for the broken hearts in the crowded streets, for every youth trapped in despair. Just still listen to every prayer. No chain too strong for Jah to break. No, no, no mountain too high for faith to shake. No, no. The same God who opened the sea, still working miracles for you and me. So lift your head and dry your eyes. Beyond the storm there's paradise. The wilderness can't stop your call when Jah Most High stand over all. Fire on evil, mercy for the poor, light for the suffering people. Open Zion
every suffering soul, every mother crying tonight, every youth fighting invisible battles. Do not give up, because the same Jah who answered prayers in the wilderness still answers prayers today. Fade out with thunder, deep bass, and distant choir harmonies.
Listen, this is not a song of death. This is a song of victory. They dug graves for the righteous, they wrote endings for the faithful. They believed silence would be the final chapter, but they forgot one thing: no grave can hold the children of God. Wheel it up. No grave can hold the children of God. No stone can seal their praise. Even death must bow in silence when Jah light begins to blaze. No grave can hold the children of God. Their spirits cannot stay. For resurrection power rising rolls the night into the day. I walk through fields of broken dreams, where nothing ever what it seems. Tombstones standing row by row, whispers only sorrow know. But even there I felt a sound, like something holy underground, a song that death could not erase, a melody of endless grace. They buried bodies, not the soul, because Jah still remains in control. And every seed that touches ground will rise again with trumpet sound. Mama told me long ago, child, there's something you should know. Life is more than what you see. Death is not eternity. And in the silence of the grave I heard a voice declare, they are not lost. No grave can hold the children of God. No stone can seal their praise. Even death must bow in silence when Jah light begins to blaze. No grave can hold the children of God. Their spirits cannot stay. For resurrection power rising rolls the night into the day. I saw the mourners in the rain, carrying memories wrapped in pain. Flowers fading on the ground while distant thunder made a sound. But in that moment something stirred, a truth more powerful than words, that life don't end inside the clay. It only changes form and way, because those who walk with righteousness don't vanish into emptiness. They rise beyond the human eyes into eternal paradise. Babylon preaches final sleep, but Jah his promises run deep. And every soul that trusts his name will never be the same again. Oh, you conquered death with light. You broke the chains of the grave. What man calls ending, you call beginning. What man calls loss, you call victory. What man calls ending, you call victory. What man calls loss, you call victory. Yeah, yeah. No grave, no grave, no grave. Children of God, 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 God. No grave, no grave, no grave. Children of God, God, God. Deep bass rolling like eternal thunder, melodica crying like resurrection breath. Nyabingi drums beating like the heart of eternity. So I sing for every soul in pain, for every loss that feels in vain, for every mother standing near, a grave still filled of light. Death cannot win this fight. Holy power breaking chains, life eternal still remains. Rise up from the earth below, let your spirit freely flow. Jah is calling every name, and nothing will stay the same. I saw a vision in the night, a blazing throne of purest light, and every soul I thought was gone was singing there a victory song. No sadness there, no pain, no fear, only joy forever near, because death itself was overcome by the power of the Holy One. Now I walk without despair, knowing life is everywhere, and every grave will one day show that Jah is more than all we know. No grave can hold the children of God. They rise beyond the sky, and every chain of death is broken when Jah commands arise. No grave can hold the children of God. Their story never ends, for in the kingdom of the living, eternal life transcends. To every grieving heart tonight, to every soul standing at the grave, remember this: what is buried in righteousness is never lost, because in Jah there is no ending, only eternal beginning. Fade out with it, forgot one thing: no grave can hold the children of God. Wheel it up. No grave can hold the children of God. No stone can seal their praise. Even death must bow in silence when Jah light begins to blaze. No grave can hold the children of God. Their spirits cannot stay, for resurrection power rising rose the night into the day. Listen. This is for the ones who walk barefoot through fire, for the ones whose journey was never easy, for the ones who lost everything yet still did not lose faith. Look at my feet, broken sandals, dusty roads, painful miles, but Jah showed me something deeper. That pain is not the end of the story, because behind every struggle there is a crown waiting. Wheel it up slowly. Broken sandals, but a crown awaits me. Through the valley I still stand. Every tear became my testimony, guided by Jah holy hand. Broken sandals, but a crown awaits me. Though the journey felt so long, I was weak, but now I'm rising in the power of His song. I walk through streets with empty hands, no shelter, no great plans, only faith inside my chest and a dream I could not rest. People laughed at where I stood, said I'd never be no good, but they never saw the fire burning deep beneath the wire. Every step I took in pain felt like walking through the rain, barefoot on the rocky ground. Still I never turned around. Mama told me long ago, child, you reap just what you sow. So I sowed my tears in prayer, knowing Jah was always there. And when the night tried to break me down, I heard a still small voice say, keep walking. Broken sandals, but a crown awaits me. Through the valley I still stand. Every tear became my testimony, guided by journey felt so long. I was weak, but now I'm rising in the power of His song. I saw the world in shades of pain, lost souls dancing in the chain, Babylon laughing in disguise, while truth was hidden from their eyes. But even when I had no voice, Jah still gave me holy choice to rise above the suffering ground, where broken hearts are always found. Every scar upon my skin marks where mercy walked me in. Every wound became a sign that destiny was always mine. No crown is given without fight, no sunrise comes without night. So I embrace the storm and flame and call upon the holy name. Ooh, Jah, you saw me when I was nothing. You lifted me when I was low, from broken sandals to holy purpose, from dust to destiny. Broken sandals, but the crown awaits, awaits. Deep bass rolling like thunder in the valley, melodica crying like a soul being lifted. Nyabingi drums echo like footsteps of destiny. Now I sing for every wounded soul, trying hard to stay whole, for every traveler in the night, searching for eternal light. Because struggle is not the end, it's the place where angels send strength to those who almost fall, and hear Jah whisper through it all. You may walk in broken shoes, but you never have to lose, because what Jah has prepared is greater than what you have dared. So lift your head and dry your tears, release your hidden fears. Your journey is not in vain. Joy is born from deepest pain. Rise up, children of Jah light, break the chains and claim your right. Every struggle leads you home, where eternal love is known. Rise up through the storm and rain, turn your sorrow into gain. Jah is guiding every step, even when you have nothing left. I see it clearer every day, no loss was ever thrown away. Every broken path I crossed was never really counted lost, because Jah was shaping me for what I'm truly meant to be. And every hardship I survived kept my destiny alive. Now I stand with lifted voice, no longer trapped in past choice, because broken sandals tell my story, but the crown awaits my glory. Hey! Broken sandals, but the crown awaits, and I will never turn back. Every struggle turned to victory on this righteous narrow track. Hey! Broken sandals, but the crown awaits. Now my spirit shines so bright. From the valley to the mountain, I am walking into light. To every soul walking in pain tonight, to every traveler with tired feet, do not give up, because broken sandals are not the end. They are just proof that you are still on the journey, and at the end of that journey, a crown awaits you. Fade out with wind, a soft crown awaits you. A crown awaits you. The crown awaits you. Broken sandals, but the crown awaits you. This is for the ones who walk barefoot through fire, for the ones whose journey was never easy, for the ones who lost everything
yet still did not lose faith. Look at my feet, broken sandals, dusty roads, painful miles. But Jah showed me something deeper, that pain is not the end of the story. Because behind every struggle, there is a crown waiting. Wheel it up slowly. Broken sandals, but a crown awaits me. Through the valley I still stand. Every tear became my testimony.
This one is for every praying mother, every woman who carried pain in silence, every tear that fell to the floor while the children slept. Because sometimes the strongest prayers are whispered through broken hearts. I still remember that little candle burning in the corner, rain falling through the zinc rooftop, and mama down on her knees crying before Jah pull up. When mama knelt down and cried, heaven opened in the night. Jah heard every trembling word and wrapped us in his light. When mama knelt down and cried, angels gathered by her side. Though the storm was raging hard, Jah never left our lives. Tiny room with the walls wanting, cold wind blowing softly in, no food resting on the shelf. Mama starving to feed someone else. Children sleeping on the floor while fear stood knocking at the door. But every night before sunrise, mama lifted tearful eyes. She prayed for mercy over the land, prayed for strength with trembling hands, prayed that Jah would break the chains and wash away the family pain. Outside sirens filled the street, Babylon marching with heavy feet. Still mama sang with a weary soul, Jah protect my children whole. And through the rain I heard her softly say, Father, don't forget us. When mama knelt down and cried, heaven opened in the night. Jah heard every trembling word and wrapped us in his light. When mama knelt down and cried, angels gathered by her side. Though the storm was raging hard, Jah never left our lives. The landlord banging on the gate, bills and pressure filled with weight, people laughing at our pain. But mama still called Jah's name. She wore old shoes and tattered clothes, yet carried strength nobody knows. Every scar upon her face was proof of sacrifice and grace. I saw her tears beneath the moon, praying breakthrough coming soon. While the city drowned in grief, mama planted faith like seeds. And even when the lights went out, she never walked in fear or doubt. Because somewhere deep inside her soul burned a fire brighter than gold. Mama, your prayers carried us through the fire. Your tears became rivers of blessing. You fought battles nobody saw. You stood strong when the whole world shook, and Jah heard you. Every midnight cry, every whispered prayer. When mama cried, Jah heard a voice. Jah heard a voice. Jah heard a voice. Years have passed, but I still know how mama faith helped flowers grow. From barren lands and broken dreams, Jah answered prayers beyond belief. Now I sing on stages bright, but I'd never forget those painful nights, because every blessing in my hand started with mama's faithful stand. I sing for mothers suffering still, working hard against their will, trying to keep their children safe while carrying mountains every day. No crown shines brighter in your eyes than a praying mother's sacrifice, and no riches on this earth compare to the power hidden in her prayers. Bless the mothers through the night, guide their children with your light, strengthen every weary soul, keep the broken families whole. Bless the mothers through the pain, send your healing like a rain, lift the poor and suffering ones till your kingdom fully come. I remember one particular night, thunder shaking with all its might, mama crying beside the bed with hands stretched high above her head. Then suddenly peace filled the room like flowers blooming in the gloom, and though nothing changed right away, hope returned before the day. That's when I learned your works unseen, beyond the places eyes can reach, and tears falling from faithful eyes can move mountains from the sky. So if your burden feels too great and sorrow standing at your gate, remember prayers born from pain, pain, pain never fall to earth in vain. When mama knelt down and cried, Jah turned darkness into dawn. Every tear became a testimony and gave us strength to carry on. When mama knelt down and cried, the heavens shook above our heads. Now her prayers still surround me like angels around my bed. To every praying mother tonight, Jah sees your silent sacrifices. He hears every cry hidden behind your smile. And even when your children do not understand now, one day they will remember your prayers, just like I remember mama knelt down and crying before Jah. Pull up. When mama knelt down and cried, when mama knelt down and cried, this one is for every praying mother, every woman who carried pain in silence, every tear that fell to the floor while the children slept. Because sometimes the strongest prayers are whispered to broken hearts. I still remember that little candle burning in the corner, rain falling through the zinc rooftop, and mama down on her knees crying before Jah. Pull up. When mama knelt down and cried, heaven opened in the night. Jah heard every trembling word. Storm clouds covered the heavens, lightning tearing through the night. The whole world said I would drown in sorrow, but they never knew Jah had already sent angels ahead of me. Hear the wind cry, hear the thunder roar. This is a testimony from the darkest night of my soul. Wheel and pull up, the angels came through the storm. When my heart was drowning in pain, they carried my soul through the raging night and danced with me through the rain. The angels came through the storm. When the world left me behind, Jah opened heaven over my life. Rainwater dripping through the rooftop cracks, children sleeping with tears on their face, while I prayed for mercy and saving grace. Babylon system cold like stone. Even surrounded, I still felt alone. No money, no food, no helping hand, just faith and a dream in this suffering land. I cried to Jah by the candlelight, please don't leave me in this fight. And suddenly through the howling wind, I felt peace rising deep within. And a voice said softly, do not fear the storm, for heaven walks beside you. The angels came through the storm. When my heart was drowning in pain, they carried my soul through the raging night and danced with me through the rain. The angels came through the storm. When the world left me behind, Jah opened heaven over my life and restored my broken mind. The streets were filled with violence and fear, too many mothers shedding tears, young boys lost in the guns and smoke, trying to survive while their spirits broke. False friends vanished when troubles came, some even laughed at my pain, but Jah never turned his face away, even in my darkest day. Then one night under the roaring skies, I saw tears falling from my eyes, but deep inside my weary soul, a holy fire began to glow. Oh, Jah, when I was weak, you were my shelter. When I was falling, you held my hand. And when the thunder shook my life, your angels surrounded me. Invisible wings in the night, protecting the broken-hearted. The angels came through the storm. Echoes of choir, thunder rolling slowly. Nyabingi drums beating like thunder from Zion. Now I sing for the hopeless souls, for the wounded hearts trying to stay whole, for every woman praying alone, believing Jah will lead her home. Because storms may rise and oceans roar, but faith can open heaven's door, and no darkness can forever stay when Jah command the light to break. The same God who calmed the sea, still watching over you and me. So hold your faith through every trial, joy is coming after a while. The angels came through the storm with songs of mercy and grace. They lifted my spirit from the pit of despair and brought light back to my face. The angels came through the storm. Now my testimony strong. What the enemy meant for evil, God transformed into a song. Fire burn wickedness tonight, protect the suffering children's life. Holy angels guard the poor, open Zion's golden door. Fire burn wickedness tonight, guide the righteous with your light. Storms may shake the earth below, but your love forever grow. I remember nights I almost broke, breathing in sorrow like bitter smoke, but every tear became a seed, and Jah supplied my every need. Now my voice traveling near and far, like a shining light beneath the stars, telling the broken not to fear, because the King of Kings is near. No prison wall can stop your praise, no dark season forever stays. The storm only came to reveal the power of Jah. Love is real.
fighting invisible storms, to every mother crying in silence, to every youth lost in darkness. Do not surrender, because even when you cannot see them, heaven is moving around you. And one night the angels will come through the storm for you too. Hear the wind cry, hear the thunder roll. This is a testimony from the darkest night of my soul. Wheel and pull up. The angels came through the storm. When my heart was drowning in pain, they carried my soul through the raging night and danced with me through the rain. The angels came through the storm. When the world left me behind, Jah opened heaven over my life.
Hear me now. For every mother who cried through the midnight hour, for every youth searching for the light, for every soul that kneeled down and prayed in silence, this one is for you. Because Jah still listen, and prayer still rise like fire to Zion. You heard me when I cried, deep in the valley late at night. You sent your mercy from the sky. Now my answered prayers testify. I was walking through the storm with tears in my eyes. Babylon pressure make the weak man cry. Friends disappear when the money run dry, but I kept my faith reaching up to the sky. Mama said, son, don't give up the fight. Even in darkness, just send the light. Through every burden and every trial, the King of Glory never left my side. I prayed in the ghetto on my knees alone. No silver spoon, no peaceful home, but the voice of Jah thunder through my soul, saying, my child, I will never let you go. Answered prayers raining down on me like rivers flowing to the sea. Jah opened doors I could not see. No, my soul walk in victory. Answered prayers shining from above, wrapped inside the Father's love. Every chain you broke for me, now I sing through eternity. Many nights me never have no bread, still I place my trust where angels tread. Demons whisper fear inside my head, but the words of Zion keep me fed. Some trust riches and vanity, some bow down to hypocrisy, but I know Jah work mysteriously, turning pain into destiny. I see miracles in little things, morning sunshine and birds that sing. A broken man can still wear a crown when the King of Kings come around. Oh, Jah, hear the children crying, too much innocent people dying. Still your spirit keeps surviving. Through the fire we keep rising. Oh, Jah, we hold the banner high. No weapon formed shall ever survive. Through every valley we still testify. The answered prayers keep us alive. I remember cold nights in the rain, carrying heartbreak, carrying pain. Now blessings falling like hurricane, and every scar become my gain. The wicked tried to steal my song, said I would never make it long, but Jah put thunder in my lungs. Now righteousness beats in my drum. From trench town streets to African shore, the people crying out for more. One love knocking at the door, healing nations rich and poor. Answered prayers, Jah, hear my cry, lifting me up when hope run dry. Now I spread these wings and fly under Every prayer planted like a seed, Jah water every humble need. Not always quick, but right on time. That is the rhythm of the divine. So never stop believing, friend, even when the road seems to end. Because the darkest night will bend, and morning light return again. I testify with all my might, the Father turned my wrong to right, and now my spirit burning bright, like holy fire in the night. Answered prayers, hear the people sing, praise to the everlasting King. Let the bells of Zion ring, hope and freedom that Jah bring. Answered prayers forevermore, open up heaven's golden door. From the weak unto the poor, Jah blessings overflow galore. Answered prayers, sweet melody flowing through humanity, every tribe and every sea. Give thanks for eternity. To the brokenhearted, keep praying. To the weary souls, keep believing. Because Jah hear even the silent tears. One day, your answered prayers will sing louder than your pain. Answered prayers, Jah live forever. Answered prayers, Jah live forever. Answered prayers. Listen closely. This is not just a song. This is the cry of a wounded soul. 40 nights under the cold moonlight, 40 nights with tears upon the ground, 40 nights asking Jah one question: will my season ever change? The rich man sleep in comfort, but the poor woman pray with a broken heart. Still Jah sees every tear. Wheel it up, selector. 40 nights crying before Jah, down by the riverside alone. My soul was weak, but my faith held strong, waiting for Zion to call me home. 40 nights crying before Jah, with weary eyes beneath the rain. Then heaven opened over my life and washed away my pain. I remember sleeping on the concrete floor, with hungry children knocking at my door. Cold wind blowing through the broken panes, and every prayer sounding the same. People passing with no love to give, hard to survive in the place we live. Babylon laughing at the poor man's cries, while false prophets were in disguise. But Mama said, child, never lose your way. Even dark nights can't stop the break of day. So I held my Bible close to my chest and prayed for strength when life got hard to bear. And every midnight hour, I lifted my voice and cried. Jah hear me now. 40 nights crying before Jah, down by the riverside alone. My soul was weak, but my faith held strong, waiting for Zion to call me home. 40 nights crying before Jah, with weary eyes beneath the rain. Then heaven opened over my life and washed away my pain. I walked through valleys where the wolves attack, carrying scars all across my back. Friends turned strangers when my money gone. Still Jah told me keep holding on. The system crushed the innocent youth, politicians hiding all the truth, mothers mourning in the ghetto streets, while barefoot children searching food to eat. But through the sorrow I could hear Jah sing, like distant bells from a heavenly King. Your tears are seeds in the desert nearly gave up.
Still your mercy carried me.
Still your fire guided me.
Still your fire guided me.
Through 40 nights, through 40 storms, through endless pain.
40 nights crying before Jah,
Till my voice became a flame. Now every scar become a testimony. And I'll never be the same.
40 nights crying before Jah,
Till the heavens called my name. Now I dance in the light of Zion, free from sorrow, free from shame. Now the same people who laughed at me see Jah blessings pouring endlessly. From the ashes Jah raise my soul and fill the empty places whole. I sing for every broken one, for every battle never won, for every mother standing strong, trying to survive where things go wrong. No suffering lasts forevermore. Jah can't open every door. The wilderness can't steal your crown when the King of Kings is around. Holy fire burning bright, guide the pole through darkest night. Jah protect the weak and small, lift the righteous when they fall. Holy fire burning bright, shine upon the broken lives. Babylon will fade away, but Jah children rise today. 40 nights, nights, cry before Jah, under rolling
40 nights,
melodic crying softly.
40 nights,
Naya bingy drums beating like a heartbeat. Hey, oh.
40 nights crying before Jah.
Now my cup is overflowing. The God who heard me in the darkness turned my desert into flowing streams.
40 nights crying before Jah.
And now the whole world can see, no chain can hold the praying woman whose faith unlock eternity. To every soul still fighting silent battles, to every youth feeling forgotten, to every mother praying through the night, do not stop praying, because after 40 nights of crying, morning must come. And Jah never abandons his children. Hear me now. Babylon tried to struggle with silence me. They thought poverty would break my spirit. They thought betrayal would destroy my testimony. But every pit they dug for me, Jah turned it into higher ground. This is more than music. This is survival. This is prophecy. This is the cry of the righteous woman rising from the dust. Pull up, selector. Babylon tried to bury my testimony, tried to chain my soul in shame, but Jah turned the fire into glory. Now the whole world know my name. Babylon tried to bury my testimony with lies and suffering pain, but the deeper they pushed me underground, the stronger I rose again. Cold nights sleeping on the concrete floor, praying for mercy behind closed doors. Children hungry with tears in their eyes, still I kept lifting my hands to the skies. The landlord knocking, bills overdue, no friends around when the pressure grew. Some people mocked my ragged clothes, but Jah saw strength nobody knows. They said your dreams will never survive. Babylon crushed the weak alive, but deep inside I heard Jah say, daughter, your sunrise on the way. So I carried my scars like a warrior queen, walking through silence me. Jah put fire inside my voice. Babylon tried to bury my testimony. I tried to chain my soul in shame, but Jah turned the fire into glory. Now the whole world know my name. Babylon tried to bury my testimony with lies and suffering pain, but the deeper they push me underground, the stronger I rose again. Corruption ruling through the city streets. Young youths dying while politicians feast. False prophets preaching for the gold, leaving broken souls in the cold. I saw mothers crying by candlelight as sirens echo through the night. Still Jah whisper through the storm, child, keep your spirit warm. They laughed when my pockets were empty, turned their backs when life got heavy, but suffering sharpened my destiny, and Jah rewrote my history. No prison wall could stop my praise, no wicked words could block my days, because the same God who split the sea still fighting every battle for me. You carried me through humiliation, through betrayal, through sleepless nights in heartbreak. When Babylon buried me in sorrow, you planted me like a seed, and now I rise stronger than before. Bury my testimony, testimony, testimony. Shall lift me higher, higher, higher. Rolling through the speakers, thunder crashing, Nyabingi drums shaking the ground. Now my voice travel across the nations, giving strength to broken generations. From Kingston streets to African lands, Jah power moving through my hands. I sing for the poor and forgotten souls, for wounded hearts trying to stay whole, for every woman still fighting pain, waiting for sunshine after rain. The enemy thought my story would end, but Jah turned enemies into lessons instead. Now every scar upon my skin reminds me where Jah brought me from. No darkness lasts forevermore. Faith can open every door, and what Babylon meant to destroy, Jah transformed into endless joy. Fire burn corruption tonight, protect the suffering people's life, lift the righteous from the ground, let Jah glory now resound. Fire burn corruption tonight, guide the weak into the light. Babylon kingdom soon must fall, but Jah children stand tall. I remember crying beside the bed, with fear and doubt inside my head, but every midnight prayer I pray built the strength I have today. Now the same streets that knew my tears hear my songs through the passing years, because Jah can raise the weak and poor and bless them more than ever before. So if you're broken, hear my cry. Do not let your faith line die. The wilderness is not your grave, Jah still mighty enough to slay. Babylon tried to bury my testimony, but Jah turned mourning into praise. Now my soul shines like a beacon, burning bright through endless days. Babylon tried to bury my testimony, but heaven opened wide for me. Now every chain is broken forever, and my spirit finally free. To every soul the world rejected, to every dream buried beneath suffering, to
To every youth fighting silent battles, listen carefully. Seeds must go beneath the soil before they rise into greatness. And sometimes Babylon bury you, not knowing Jah planted you. This is more than music. This is survival. This is prophecy. This is the cry of the righteous woman rising from the dust. Pull up, select a Babylon, try to bury my testimony. Would Jah turn mourning into praise? Would Jah turn the fire into
Kingston crying tonight. Can you hear the mothers mourning? Can you hear the children praying in the alleyways? Another young soul lost to the violence. Another candle burning by the roadside. Babylon built kingdoms from the suffering of the poor, but Jah sees every blood stain upon the streets. This song is for the forgotten youths, the broken families, and every soul still searching for peace in the middle of war. We'll and come again. Bloodstains on the streets of Kingston, tears falling like the rain. Mothers crying, oh, to heaven, while the poor endure the pain. Bloodstains on the streets of Kingston, another youth gone too soon. Still Jah light shine through the darkness, like the breaking of the moon. Concrete jungle filled with fear, gunshots echo loud and clear. Children hiding beneath the bed while nightmares dancing in their heads. Broken bottles on the roadside, another mother's tears she cannot hide. Young boys trapped in the system chains, trying hard to escape the pain. Politicians talking empty lies while hungry children slowly dying. Preachers wearing golden rings ignore the suffering everything brings. But just still walking through the night, protecting souls beneath his light. Though Babylon spread fear around, the righteous spirit won't back down. Into the smoke and sirens loud, I heard the poor man crying, just save we now. Bloodstains on the streets of Kingston, tears falling like the rain. Mothers crying, oh, to heaven, while the poor endure the pain. Bloodstains on the streets of Kingston, another youth gone too soon. Still Jah light shine through the darkness, like the breaking of the moon. I saw a young boy on the corner side, dreams already buried deep inside, searching for hope in the city heat, with worn-out shoes upon his feet. No father dared to guide the way, just survival every day. Babylon tempting with easy gold, while his innocent soul grows cold. And one night beneath the storm, sirens screaming till the dawn. Another life born in the street, another heartbeat ceased to beat. And mama fell down to her knees, begging Jah, Lord help me please. Her cries rose high into the skies like thunder roaring through the night. Ooh, Kingston, how many tears must fall? How many mothers must bury their sons? The streets are wounded, the people are tired, but Jah still calling the lost ones home. Bloodstains, stains, 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 bloodstains, stains, 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 bloodstains on the streets of Kingston. Kingston, Kingston. Heavy dub echoes shaking the walls, melodica crying like a mourning soul. Naya Bingi, drums beating slow like a funeral march. Still in the darkness flowers grow, and your blessings overflow. Even in the hardest place, mercy still reveal its face. I sing for every suffering you trying to survive without the truth. For every child who lost their way, Jah still calling them. Do they know gunshot louder than a prayer? No, with the force beyond Jah care. The same God who calmed the sea, still watching over you and me. So lay down hatred, drop the pride, let love and righteousness arise. Because no soul was born to die beneath these troubled city skies. Heal the streets tonight, guide the youths into the light. Break the chains of fear and pain, let your peace now reign again. Heal the streets tonight, protect the weak with holy light. Babylon kingdom cannot stand against the power of Jahna. One day these streets will sing again, without the fear, without the pain. Children laughing in the sun and unity for everyone. No more blood upon the ground, only joyful gospel sounds. No more sirens through the night, only Jah, eternal light. Until that day I'll keep singing strong, turning suffering into song. Cause music born from pain and truth can heal the soul of broken youths. And every tear the mothers cried, I record them in the sky. No suffering goes unseen by the righteous King supreme. Blood stains on the streets, blood stains on the streets of Kingston, but Jah mercy still remains, healing hearts that have been shattered, washing clean the years of pain. Blood stains on the streets, blood stains on the streets of Kingston, yet hope rising from the ground, because the prayers of suffering people still make heaven's mighty sound. To every mother mourning tonight, to every youth trapped in violence, to every soul praying for peace, do not lose hope. Because even in the darkest streets, Jah light still shines. And one day the streets of Kingston will heal again. Fade out slowly with rain sounds. Locked away, cold concrete, iron bars, lonely nights with tears falling in silence. Babylon thought chains could stop my spirit. They thought prison walls could bury my songs. But one midnight hour, when darkness covered everything around me, a holy light came shining through the cracks, and Jah whispered, your body may be trapped, but your soul belongs to me. Wheel and pull up, Jah light shine through my prison walls. When darkness tried to steal my soul, His mercy reached my broken heart and made this wounded spirit whole. Jah light shine through my prison walls. Though Babylon locked every door, the chains fell off inside my mind, and I found freedom evermore. Cold floor beneath my weary feet, lonely echoes through the concrete. Midnight silence filled with fear and distant cries I still could hear. Some men lost their sanity, others drowning hopelessly. Broken souls behind the bars, staring at forgotten stars. Letters stopped from coming home, family gone, I stood alone. Even friends disappeared from sight like shadows fading in the night. But Mama's Bible stayed with me, a reminder just still sees every suffering child in pain, calling softly to the rain. And one night, while the thunder rolled, I lifted trembling hands and prayed, Jah, don't forget me. Jah light shine through my prison walls. When darkness tried to steal my soul, His mercy reached my broken heart and made this wounded spirit whole. Jah light shine through my prison walls. Though Babylon locked every door, the chains fell off inside my mind. was watching every move, Babylon trying hard to prove that pain could break the righteous man. But Jah had a greater plan. I saw innocent brothers cry as years and dreams kept passing by. Some trapped for crimes they never did, while wicked men stayed rich and hid. Still every night I sang my songs, turning suffering into psalms. The prison walls began to shake every time the choir awake. Then one elder said to me, child, your spirit still runs free, because no chain forged by mankind can ever lock Jah light inside. Ooh, Jah, you visited me in my darkest season, when the world forgot my name. Inside those cold and empty walls, your presence became my shelter. And though my eyes were filled with tears, your light kept shining through. Prison walls, Jah light shine, 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 shine. Heavy bass trembling like thunder, melodica crying softly in the distance. Naya bingy drums beating like a heartbeat from Zion. I remember one December night, moonbeam shining pale and white, as I knelt beside my prison bed. These words inside my spirit said, forgive the ones who brought you pain. Do not let hatred rule your brain, cause freedom starts within the soul, and love alone can make you whole. So I prayed for every suffering man, every victim of Babylon's hand, every youth who lost their way, just still calling them today. No darkness lasts eternally, no cage can kill destiny, cause even buried underground, seeds still rise through hardened ground. Break the chains tonight, guide the prisoners to the light, heal the wounded hearts in pain, let your freedom reign again. Break the chains tonight, fill the cells with holy light. Babylon cannot control the freedom living in the soul. Then one morning at sunrise, tears were falling from my eyes, as golden light came through the bars like heaven opening from afar. And suddenly my fear was gone, a brand new strength kept pushing on, because Jah showed me through the pain that suffering never stays the same. Now I sing for captives still, fighting silent battles real, for every soul who lost their way. There's still redemption in Jah grace, no prison strong enough to stand against the power of Jahna, and no suffering can compare to the healing hidden in prayer. Jah light shine through my prison wall, and turn my mourning into praise. Now every scar become a testimony of Jah mercy through the days. Jah light shine through my prison wall. Now my spirit finally free, because the chains that once controlled me lost their power completely. To every soul trapped in darkness tonight, to every prisoner fighting silent pain, to every heart feeling forgotten, listen carefully. Even behind iron bars, Jah light can still find you, because freedom begins in the soul, and no prison wall can stop the light of the Most High. Listen. This is not just music, this is spiritual warfare. When the righteous open their mouths, heaven responds. Chains begin to shake, and darkness starts to flee. They tried to silence the truth, but they forgot one thing. The devil trembled when the righteous sing. Wheel it up. The devil tremble when the righteous sing. Mountains move and prisons break. Every chain begin to fall apart when Jah children rise and shake. The devil tremble when the righteous sing. Darkness cannot stay in light. praise ignite the night. I came from a place of broken dreams where nothing ever what it seems. Concrete jungle full of pain, but still I sing through sun and rain. Babylon tried to steal my voice, tried to silence every choice, but every tear I ever cried turned into fire, fire, fire deep inside. I saw the poor with empty plates, why rich men build their golden gates. Still in the ghetto songs arise like incense burning to the skies. And every note I dare to sing made broken spirits start to spring. Because truth don't die when lies attack, it only comes stronger back. And when I lift my voice and say, Jah reign forever, something shifts in the atmosphere. The devil tremble when the righteous sing. Mountains move and prisons break. Every chain begins to fall apart when Jah children rise and shake. The devil tremble when the righteous sing. Darkness cannot stay in light. Heaven opens over the earth when praise ignite the night. I walked through valleys filled with fear, but still I knew Jah always near. Even when the storm was loud, I found my strength inside the cloud. The system built on lies and greed, trying hard to plant a seed of fear inside the human soul. But Jah alone remains in control. I saw the wicked laugh and boast, but they don't understand the most. I got watching from above, responding only with His love. Because no weapon formed shall stand against the power of Jah hand. And every voice that sings in truth becomes a weapon in its proof. Oh Jah, you gave me a voice for battle, you gave me songs for victory. When I was weak, you made me strong. When I was silent, you taught me praise. And now I know every time I sing, heaven moves, the devil tremble. With the devil tremble, with the devil tremble. Woo. When the righteous sing, sing, sing. Deep bass rolling like thunder, melody crying like a warning from Zion. My bingy drums echo like marching angels. So I sing for every broken soul trying hard to stay whole, for every child lost in the street searching for hope beneath their feet. Because praise is not a quiet sound, it shakes the very wicked ground. And every spirit bound by chains must flee when Jah name reigns. The devil cannot stand the flame that rises when we call Jah name. Because righteousness is not weak, it's the power that the humble speak. So lift your voice, don't be afraid. Let every fearful heart be brave. Because when the righteous start to sing, even hell begins to shake and ring. Fire burn corruption tonight. Jah warriors rising like break the chains of fear and pain. Let righteousness forever reign. Fire burn. Babylon scheme, destroy every wicked dream. Let the righteous voices rise, echoing into the skies. I remember nights I felt alone. No comfort, no place called home. But when I opened up my voice, Jah gave my spirit reason to rejoice. Now I see the truth
so clear. Praise destroys all doubt and fear. Because when you sing with holy fire, you rise above every liar. No darkness can withstand the sound of faith and power all around. And every devil must retreat when worship shakes beneath our feet. So never silence what you feel, because your praise is truly real. And every song of righteousness becomes a weapon of deliverance. The devil tremble when the righteous sing, and heaven answers every song. Now chains are breaking all around me, and victory's all I found. The devil tremble when the righteous sing, and darkness has no place to stay. Because your children lift their voices and chase the night away. To every soul fighting unseen battles, to every heart surrounded by darkness, remember this: you are not powerless. Your voice is a weapon, your praise is fire. And when the righteous sing, even the devil trembles. Even the devil trembles. The devil trembles when the righteous sing. Will it up? The devil tremble when the righteous. Listen. When the world is sleeping, when Babylon is quiet, when darkness think it has won, there is a mountain that still speaks, Mount Zion. And at midnight the voices rise, not voices of fear, but voices of prophecy, voices of the redeemed, voices of the righteous. Can you hear it? Wheel it up slow. Voices from Mount Zion at midnight, calling sinners back to light, breaking chains across the nations, turning darkness into sight. Voices from Mount Zion at midnight, like thunder in the sky. Every soul that hears the sound will never stay the same inside. I was walking through the valley low, where no one really wants to go. Broken hearts and empty eyes, living under sorrow skies. Concrete jungle, cold and still, where only pain begins to spill. But in the distance I could hear a sound that washed away my fear. It wasn't guns, it wasn't cries, it was something from the skies, like angels singing over me, calling lost humanity. Mama told me long ago, child, there's something you should know. Even when the night is deep, Jah, His promise He will keep. And in the silence I heard them say, rise up, do not fear. Voices from Mount Zion at midnight, oh, calling sinners back to life, breaking chains across the nations, turning darkness into sight. Voices from Mount Zion at midnight, like thunder in the sky. Every soul that hears the sound will never stay the same inside. I saw the city lost in greed, planting poison like a seed. Rich men laughing while the poor stand outside the broken door. Babylon building towers high but cannot touch the righteous cry, because truth is never far away. It rises stronger every day. And in the midnight I could hear a holy sound that put to fear, like rivers flowing from Mount Zion, burning brighter than the iron. Every note was full of grace, every word could change a place. Even broken men could feel something deeper, something real. Your voice is not silent, it echoes through
are calling us home. Even in our lowest moments, you are speaking life. Zion, 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 Zion. Midnight voices, voices, Zion, voices, voices. Deep bass rolling like ancient thunder, melodic crying like a heavenly warning. Now your bingy drums shaking the spiritual ground. Now I understand what I heard. Every sound was just his word, calling rebels, calling kings, calling all forgotten things. No prison, no chain, no lie can silence what comes from the sky. Because Zion's voice is pure and true, it speaks directly into you. So I sing for every soul trying hard to stay whole, because the midnight still reveals what the daylight tries to conceal. And every tear that you have cried is recorded on the other side, where Zion's voices never cease, and broken hearts find perfect peace. Holy fire in the night, guide the children to the light. Let Mount Zion voices ring as creation starts to sing. Break the chains of fear and pain, let righteousness forever reign. Midnight calling, hear the sound of heaven touching every ground. I remember standing still in fear, then suddenly I felt them near. Not in flesh but in the air, a holy presence everywhere. And every burden I once knew was lifted like the morning dew, because Zion speaks to those who wait and opens every sealed gate. Now I live with different eyes, no longer fooled by Babylon lies, because once you hear that holy sound, you never stay in fear-bound ground. Voices from Mount Zion at midnight still echo through my soul, turning broken lives to victory and making wounded spirits whole. Oh, voices from Mount Zion at midnight, calling nations to arise. Every sound becomes a blessing, falling down from paradise. To every soul lost in darkness tonight, to every heart searching for truth, listen carefully, because even when the world is silent, Mount Zion is still speaking. And at midnight, the voices never die. The voices never die. Listen. Feel the burning sun on the backs of the forgotten. Hear the silence of empty plates. See the dust rising from broken streets. Yet in the middle of suffering, in the middle of hunger, in the middle of pain that words cannot explain, there is still a sound rising. Not complaint, not defeat, but praise. Because the poor still praise in the burning sun. Wheel it up slowly. The poor still praise in the burning sun. With empty hands they lift their song. Though Babylon tried to break their will, their faith in Jah remains so strong. The poor still praise in the burning sun. When no relief is inside, they turn their tears into a melody, and darkness turns into light. Morning breaks on a dusty road, heavy heavy burdens, heavy load. Children walking miles for bread, with dreams still living in their head. No shoes upon their weary feet, only hardship in the heat. Yet still I hear them lift a sound that shakes the sorrow to the ground. Mama cooking with empty pots, still giving all the little she got. Father working till his bones are tired, but still his faith cannot expire. They say life is unfair and cold, but still their spirit shines like gold, because nothing can destroy the flame that burns when Jah is called by name. And through the heat I hear them say, we will not fall, Jah is with us. The poor still praise in the burning sun. With empty hands they lift their song, though Babylon tried to break their will. Their faith in Jah remains so strong. The poor still praise in the burning sun. When no relief is in sight, they turn their tears into a melody, and darkness turns into light. City streets full of broken glass, tunes are fading fast, but even there I see a light shining through the endless night. No government can hear their cry, no politician passing by. Still they gather, still they sing, underneath our suffering. They plant hope in barren land with trembling hearts and humble lands, and every tear they ever shed becomes a seed that's never dead. Babylon tries to make them fall, but Jah still answers every call, because faith is not bought or sold, it lives inside the heart of God. You never forget the suffering ones, you never overlook the broken, even in burning sun. Your mercy falls like rain, and the poor still sing, because you are their strength. Still praise, praise. Burning sun, heavy bass rolling like desert thunder, melodica crying like wind across dry land. Nyabingi drums beating like a heartbeat of survival. I saw a child with cracked up shoes, still dancing through the afternoon blues. No wealth, no riches in his hand, yet joy stronger than any man. Because happiness don't live in gold, it lives where faith is bold. And every smile to hungry days is another form of praise. The world may never understand the strength inside a suffering land, but Jah knows every tear they cry and writes it in the sky. So let the sun keep burning hot, they will praise through every lot, because no matter what they face, just surround them with His grace. Lift your voice in the heat, Jah love cannot be beat. Rise up from the dust and sand, held by Jah almighty hand. Lift your voice and sing it loud, even when no help is found. The poor shall never be ashamed, for Jah forever knows their name. One day the sun will set them free from suffering and poverty. No more hunger, no more pain, only joy like gentle rain. But until that day arrives, they keep their faith alive, because praise is their survival too, in a world so cruel. And I stand and testify underneath this burning sky that the strongest sound I've ever heard is praise that rises without word. The poor still praise in the burning sun, and heaven hears their sound. Every tear becomes a blessing that turns their life around. Oh, the poor still praise in the burning sun, though life is rough and long, but Jah gives them strength unending inside their sacred song. To every soul living in hardship tonight, to every family struggling under pressure, remember this: wealth does not measure faith, and suffering does not silence praise. Because even in the burning sun, the poor still praise, and Jah still listens. The Listen closely. This is not just a song. This is a turning point. There are moments in history when everything shifts, not by power, not by money, not by violence, but by one prayer from a broken heart, one prayer from a hungry soul, one prayer from a forgotten place that changed everything. This is that story. We lit up. One prayer changed my generation, from darkness into light. One cry from a humble spirit, turn wrong into right. One prayer changed my generation. Heaven opened up the sky, and everything we thought was hopeless, Jah brought back to life. I remember broken streets where pain and sorrow used to meet. Young souls lost without a name, living life inside the flame. Babylon was running things with chains and fear and broken wings. Hope was something rare to find in the corners of the mind. But in a small and dusty room where only silence filled the gloom, a woman knelt with trembling hands, praying for her broken land. No fame, no wealth, no great display, just faith that would not fade away. And in that moment something stirred. Heaven listened to her word, and to the night she softly cried, Jah heal this land. One prayer changed my generation, from darkness into light. One cry from a humble spirit, turn wrong into right. One prayer changed my generation. Heaven opened up the sky, and everything we thought was hopeless, Jah brought back to life. Then something shifted in the air, like mercy rising everywhere. The streets began to feel a change, like breaking chains were rearranged. Young boys put down their violent hands, started dreaming better plans. Sisters found their voice again, no longer drowning in their pain. The system tried to hold its grip, but something stronger made it slip, because one prayer had unlocked every door that Babylon locked. And from that moment history was rewritten quietly, not by kings or iron rule, but by faith that made men whole. Jah, you heard the voice nobody heard. You answered the cry of the forgotten. One prayer from one soul, one prayer, and everything changed. One prayer, changed my generation. Changed my generation. Deep bass rolling like destiny awakening, melodica crying like prophecy fulfilled. Nyabingi drums echo like time itself shifting. Now I walk through different days where hope has many brighter ways, because what was once destroyed by fear was healed by something pure and clear. I sing for every broken voice who never thought they had a choice, because even silent hearts can speak and shake the strong when they are weak. No prayer is ever too small to reach the throne above us all, and every whisper from the ground can turn the world upside down. So never think your voice is lost, even when you feel the cost, because history can shift and bend when faith becomes a sacred friend. Rise up, children of light, break the chains of endless night. One voice can shake the sky, one prayer will never die. Rise up and lift your soul, let your presence make you whole. Every nation, every land, held within is mighty, and I see it clearer every day. How one prayer made a way from poverty to hope restored, from broken silence to restored, and still the power lives today when humble people stop and pray, because heaven never ignores the cry that comes from wounded shores. So if you feel your world is gone and everything has come undone, remember this eternal truth. One prayer still
To every soul feeling unheard tonight, to every heart carrying silent pain, remember this: you don't need a crowd, you don't need power. All you need is one prayer, because one prayer can still change a generation.
Listen, this is a warning from the spirit realm, a message for every kingdom built on lies, every throne built on suffering, every system that feeds on the poor. The fire is not coming, the fire is already speaking. And when heaven responds, no wall can stand, no crown can survive. Fire! Fall upon the wicked kingdom, wheel it up. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom, let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness, reveal what eyes can see. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom, till every light turns into dust. Only truth shall remain standing, only Jah we trust. I see a system built on greed, planting sorrow like a seed. Rich men laughing in their towers, while the poor are losing hours. Babylon counting blood for gain, trading mercy just for fame, turning justice into gold, while the weak are left out cold. But the sky begin to shake and the earth begin to wake. Something ancient, something real, breaking every iron seal. Because no empire built on pain can forever stay the same. When the cries of suffering rise, heaven answers from the skies, and the wind begin to say, judgment is near. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom, let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness, reveal what eyes can see. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom, till every light turns into dust. Only truth shall remain standing, only Jah we trust. I saw children in the street, no food resting at their feet, while the powerful divide everything they should provide. Mothers crying in the rain, carrying unbearable pain. Still the system turns away, like there's nothing left to say. But I hear a deeper sound rising up from underground, like the voice of every soul that the world has lost control. And that voice becomes a flame, calling every broken name, saying justice must arise, even if the heavens cry. Oh, Jah. You see everything hidden in darkness, nothing escapes your eyes. Let the fire cleanse the earth, let righteousness rise again, because wickedness cannot last forever, ever, 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 ever. Fire fall, fire fall. Wicked kingdom, 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 kingdom. Deep bass rolling like volcanic eruption, melodica crying like warning from Zion. Nyabingi drums shaking the foundation of injustice. No throne of lies will remain, no empire built on pain. Because truth is like the sun, it will rise for everyone. Even when the night is long, Jah still makes the weak one strong. And every system that deceives will collapse beneath his breeze. So I sing this warning loud through the thunder and the cloud, that no darkness ever wins.
every soul crying for justice, to every heart oppressed by darkness. Remember this, no wicked kingdom lasts forever, because when heaven responds, fire falls, and only truth remains. Fade out is not coming. The fire is already speaking, and when heaven responds, no wall can stand, no crown can survive. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom. Wheel it up. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom. Let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness. Reveal what eyes can't see. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom, till every lie turns into dust. Only truth shall remain standing, only Jah we trust. I see a system built on greed, planting sorrow like a seed. Rich men laughing in their towers, while the poor are losing hours. Babylon counting blood for gain, trading mercy just for fame, turning justice into gold, while the weak are left out cold. But the sky begin to shake, and the earth begin to wake. Something ancient, something real, breaking every eye and see. Because no empire built on pain can forever stay the same. When the cries of suffering rise, heaven answers from the skies, and the wind begin to say judgment is near. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom. Let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness. Listen. This is a warning from the spirit realm, a message for every kingdom built on lies, every throne built on suffering, every system that feeds on the poor. The fire is not coming, the fire is already speaking. And when heaven responds, no wall can stand, no crown can survive. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom. Wheel it up. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom. Let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness. Reveal what eyes can see. I see a system built on greed, planting sorrow like a seed. Rich men laughing in their towers, while the poor are losing hours. Babylon counting blood for gain, trading mercy just for fame, turning justice into gold, while the weak are left out cold. But the sky begin to shake, and the earth begin to wake. Something ancient, something real, breaking every iron seal. Because no empire built on pain can forever stay the same. When the cries of suffering rise, heaven answers from the skies, and the wind begin to say, judgment is near. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom. Let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness. Reveal what eyes can't see. Fire, fall upon the wicked kingdom, till every lie turns into dust. Only truth shall remain standing, only Jah we trust. I saw children in the street, no food resting at their feet, while the powerful divide everything they should provide. Mothers crying in the rain, carrying unbearable pain. Still the system turns away, like there's nothing left to say. But I hear a deeper sound rising up from underground, like the voice of every soul that the world has lost control. And that voice becomes a flame, calling every broken name, saying justice must arise, even if the heavens cry.
everything hidden in darkness. Nothing escapes your eyes. Let the fire cleanse the earth. Let righteousness rise again. Because wickedness cannot last forever. Fire fall. Fall, fall. Wicked kingdom. Kingdom, kingdom. Kingdom, kingdom. Kingdom. Deep bass rolling like volcanic eruption. Melodica crying like warning from Zion. Nyabingi drums shaking the foundation of injustice. No throne of lies will remain, no empire built on pain. Because truth is like the sun, it will rise for everyone. Even when the night is long, just still makes the weak one strong. And every system that deceives will collapse beneath this breeze. So I sing this warning loud through the thunder and the cloud, that no darkness ever wins. When divine justice begins, let the fire purify everything that lives in lie, until only love remains, washed away from human chains. Fire burn corruption now, break every evil vow. Let the righteous rise in light through the darkest of the night. Fire burn and cleanse the land by the power of Jahna. Every wicked shall be shaken, every falsehood overtaken. I can feel the shift in time like a holy warning sign, that the world is changing soon underneath the crimson moon. And those who built on suffering will answer for everything, because nothing stays concealed when divine truth is revealed. So I stand and testify underneath the burning sky, that justice is not delayed, it is only being made. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom, till oppression fade away. Let the righteous sing in freedom, in the brightness of new day. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom. Let the truth forever stand, for Jah alone is ruler over every land. To every soul crying for justice, to every heart oppressed by darkness, remember this: no wicked kingdom lasts forever. Because when heaven responds, fire falls, and only truth remains. Fade out with deep bass. Fade out is with deep bass. Fade out with deep bass. Fade out with deep bass. This is a warning from the spirit realm, a message for every kingdom built on lies, every throne built on suffering, every system that feeds on the poor. The fire is not coming, the fire is already speaking. And when heaven responds, no wall can stand, no crown can survive. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom. Really tough. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom. Let the righteous be set free. Burn away the chains of darkness. Reveal what eyes can't see. Fire fall upon the wicked kingdom, till every lie turns into dust. Only truth shall remain standing. Only Jah we trust. I see a system built on greed, planting sorrow like a seed. Rich men laughing in the